Hello students. So here this is the video for you all. So in order to assist you in your preparation for Indian polity subject, particularly for the GS portion of UPSC Civil Service examination. Indian polity paper plays a very dominant role and a very significant role as a part of your exams, civil service examination. You know, there is a saying that there is a general saying among the aspirants and many of the experts from the civil service examination that whoever the aspirants who could score the triple digit from the paper 2 of mains of civil service examination could have a better chances for them to be in the merit list. They could able to get more marks as a GS score as a whole. So coming to the GS paper 2, the GS paper 2 consists of Indian polity, governance and international relations. So here we got here this is there is the role for the Indian polity to be played on in this GS paper 2. So as I told you, in order to get the triple digit marks from this paper, you need to really have a very smart and strategized work in the completion of the portion of this Indian polity. So let's see in this video how to prepare for Indian polity for UPSC civil service examination. So like generally the basic question for preparation of Indian polity is that what to study. See, the Constitution of India is the document you need to study for this subject. So you need to know the provisions of the Constitution of India under different branches. For say the provisions of the Constitution, like how the like how the executive is based on, how the legislature is based on, how the judiciary is based on, and what is the relation given by the Constitution between these three organs, and why do we need these three organs and especially their functions. And you need to know the spirit and philosophy of the Constitution. So basically, guys, you need to observe the provisions of the Constitution. Don't try to remember any articles, don't try to remember any of the provisions. Just observe the provisions, observe the spirit and intent of the constitutional makers by observing this, by seeing this constitutional provisions and its application in the like modern era of the contemporary Indian political sphere. So you need to have a very good observation regarding the application of the constitutional provisions in the political sphere of the contemporary Indian society. Why? Because ultimately what matters you is whether the provisions of the Constitution are getting upheld by any of the organs of the political system. Might be the executive, might be the legislature, might be the judiciary. So you need to have a keen observation, and of course you need to develop the ethos of the Constitution. You need to develop the subject of the Constitution based on the like uh, based on the supportive documents of the Constitution, based on the analysis of the constitutional experts. So you need to develop your insights on the provisions of the Constitution, and those observation can be developed by you only by following a strategical way to studying the syllabus of Indian Constitution. So let me tell you how to study. Here, the important concept here is the current affairs. So in the matter of making you to how to study, you need to associate each and every chapter of the Constitution of India with the ongoing current affairs related to that chapter. So for example, let's say the very important chapter of the Constitution is one of the important is fundamental rights. So whatever the current affairs, whatever the Hindu paper and the other different sources of daily newspapers and other websites which provides you the current affairs, you need to pick out the like news related to the particular chapter called fundamental rights. So you need to observe the static part given to you in your just Indian polity Constitution and its books, like reference books and different NCERTs. And at the same time you need to observe whether the ideal state of a provision is being upholded by the current affairs or not. You need to examine the ongoing situation, whether the situation is on par with the constitutional provisions or not. That matters to you. So here the UPSC will test your compatibility in making the current affairs getting associated with the constitution provisions, because it gives you insights, it gives you analysis, it gives you observation. So UPSC civil service examination doesn't matter your information, doesn't matter your data in the Constitution of India. It matters your observation, it matters your analysis. So your observation and analysis will be supplemented by this supporting document called current affairs. So do associate the current affairs with this subject particularly, and that is the way to study the Indian polity for you. So besides current affairs, what are the books to refer? The very first thing, the basic book which come into our like flash of mind is the Indian Polity for Civil Service Examination and Other State Examination by Mr. M. Lakshmikant. So this is the book like which gives you the data, which gives you the link ups to develop some analytical approach towards the subject. And next, as I told you just a couple of minutes back, that the current affairs plays a dominant role for you. So it is the Hindu paper which supports you to the core of developing your insights on the political affairs. You know, it's all about like playing a game of observing the constitutional provisions, observing the spirit of constitution in the point of view of constitutional makers, and observing the current trends through this Hindu paper, and then matching the compatibility of constitutional provisions and the ongoing situation by following the news analysis given by different authors, different personalities on the platform called the Hindu paper. Not only the Hindu, you can have these insights from other papers like Indian Express, Live Mint, PIB, Press Information Bureau, in such a way. So this is the way you have to study the Indian polity. And after finishing of all the static concepts of Lakshmikant, after knowing all the schedules, after having a good look at different provisions under different articles, different concepts evolved under different chapters, like for example, the most comprehensive chapter is fundamental rights. In that we have different concepts evolved from the ends of judiciary, from the end of executive, from the end of legislature. In the concept like for example, what do you mean by law? Any law which violates the constitutional provisions, especially the fundamental rights, will not be termed as a law. And of course it will be considered as the ultra vires to the constitution, and it will be comes under the scrutiny of the judiciary, under the judicial review. And if it is like manifested or validated that it is violating the constitutional provision, any of the constitutional provision, especially the fundamental rights, then that particular set of a piece of legislation will be struck down, null or void. It will not be considered as the law anymore. In such a way, there are different orientations and approaches from different wings of the political system, like from the judiciary, from the executive, from the legislature. So you need to cope up all the concepts, and you need to just match it with things like whose part, like which organ, to which extent it has the functions regarding that fundamental rights. In such a way, you need to develop your insights. So this is the way you need to study this Indian polity for UPSC civil service examination. And coming up, the most important thing is the NCERT. This is one of the NCERT I'm just preferring you, like 11th class Indian Constitution at Work NCERT for the polity. And in this you will be having 10 chapters and giving good insights on the legislature, executive, judiciary, the concepts, and the way of election. Particularly the election is one of the good chapter. And of course the 10th chapter, which is very very nice, of the philosophy of the constitution. In this you will be getting a reference regarding the basic doctrine of basic structure theory. So all these insights will be given by this book. And moreover, besides this book, you need to have a good reading at Democratic Politics 1 of 9th class, Democratic Politics 2 of 9th class, 6th class Social Life. So these are the books which plays a very good role in developing your basic understanding regarding the concepts in this Indian polity. So these are the different books, different sources you need to refer to subject to just organize your subjective approach of completing the syllabus of this Indian polity. And one more time, I'm just telling you that this Indian polity gives you a very significant and advantage side in your preparation. Whether it would be your preliminary, it would be your mains, it would be your especially interview. Okay, so it's all about observing the things on par with the constitution. So this is the this is all about the preparation of Indian polity in the UPSC Civil Service examination. So guys, this video, I hope this video would support you in your preparation, and do follow me for more videos on different perspectives, different concepts. So hope you enjoyed this video. Stay with me, follow me. Thank you so much.